Welcome to MTA Queensland's weekly bulletin. A new face, here we are. My name's Kelvin Millar, the Industry Workforce Advisor here at MTAQ. And with me, I've got a special guest, and we've driven all the way to Bridgestone Sumner Park, which is part of the DMH Group. And with me is Carolyn Rimmer, let me get it right, Carolyn, I don't want to mess this up, the Company Culture Coordinator.
Yep. Correct.
Welcome, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me along, Kelvin.
No trouble at all. So the reason we've got Carolyn here is we've created a workforce document for the automotive industry. Carolyn, with her history, when it was in its draft phase, I handed it to Carolyn to have a look and give a bit of critiquing, which she was kind enough to do. So what we're going to do is firstly ask a couple of questions, Carolyn, and see, and if you could give me a rundown. DMH, am I right saying that you've got 10 stores?
We do have 10, yep, and a couple more coming on board in 2025 already.
Right.
So, keep us very busy.
So that's interesting because what we have in the industry, and we have a shortage and we know that, and we're constantly battling trying to get staff. Tell me how you go about keeping staff.
Well, to be honest, it's a point of where we consider, do we want to add a store or not add a store? Because obviously we have to fill that store with staff. So it's actually a big consideration that we take in when Damien's making that decision of bringing another store on board. And there'd probably be a reason why we wouldn't. However, we put to the positive and think that we're going to be able to find those staff, and we have been quite successful so far. So obviously we use the traditional methods of Seek and Facebook and so on. However, I'm a huge advocate of referrals. So, if we have team members in our team, we love them to refer people to come and join our group. Obviously, we need to deliver a great place to be working, so a great culture, a positive culture, and rewarding for that team member to make that referral to someone that they know. So, we reward our team for referrals. So we have a referral reward system where they get a financial reward for that. So that has been really beneficial. But we've just been really lucky with Seek. We put a lot of effort into the ads that we put up. We really want to put words there that want people to join us. We also want to put the truth. Many of us have applied for jobs. It's not exactly what was written on that Seek ad at the time. Yeah. So we're very truthful and honest in our ads as well. However, we find that, for example, for a mechanic, I may get 35 applicants. 20 of those are quite poor, 25 are quite poor, and it keeps going. But we are very fortunate we find one nugget. Yeah, and that person is all we need. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask another question, and it's a loaded one because you and I have talked about it before, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to have you on camera and speak about it. Attraction and retention, so important. But when I last spoke to you, you spoke heavily on retention. Give me a rundown on what that means to the DMH Group.
Yeah. Well, we know in business, retention, it's cheaper to retain someone than to recruit someone. However, we also want people for longevity. We want them to be proud of where they are, and we want them to be proud to work for the DMH Group. So we brought in a lot of great new initiatives. The embracing has been amazing, considering I work with 90 men who look at me sometimes and go, oh God, what's she going to do next? I give all 90 of them great credit. They've really embraced it, and our 3 or 4 women that work for us as well, but they're really good at embracing. So we brought in some Shine Awards. It's a quarterly award that we hand out to team members nominated by their store manager. So we're giving that team bonding, that leadership experience to our store managers. They're acknowledging the efforts of a team member. So that goes out quarterly. We have 3 divisions named after 3 different tyres in the Bridgestone world. So that's been really well embraced, and seeing them get that award has been incredible. One team member his words would be, I don't know what to do with this. I've never got this anywhere I've worked before.
Yeah. And so you've got them
absolutely.
as long-term employees.
Salary, we know no one comes to work for free. It's very important what people get paid, and we don't want to ever see anyone struggling in that world. So we're really competitive with what we pay our team members, but we also like to put in our whole package. So it's not just the money, it's the culture. So part of my role is delivering and ensuring we have a positive culture in our workforce. We're always going to have little bits where we need to improve, but we are definitely in that space. We also really encourage them to be part of the team, to be part of the family of the DMH Group. We want them to feel really valued. So, from our leadership team all the way through our group, it's all about valuing every single team member in our group, wanting them to be a part of it. We have an amazing end-of-year celebration this year. that's, over 120 people coming, some special guests.
Right.
So that's a new thing for our group as well. We've encouraged them all to come along with their partners and have a really nice night. Again, we'll have awards, we've got vouchers, all sorts of great stuff.
Excellent. I think there's a reason why you're growing as a group as well. So that's
definitely
wonderful to hear. And if I can personally thank you for what you helped with this, our workforce planning document. We've got this as a hard copy. Everyone in the automotive, it's automotive specific, and everyone in the automotive industry is welcome to a copy. Failing that, we've got an online interactive version that's on our website, and you're free to download that. Have a look at it. If you need any help, come contact me. So all contact work, and they will get you in touch with me. So thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week.